Right now, millions of Americans are looking at their grocery bills and asking one simple question. Is this economy actually working for me? We are officially 1 year into the second Trump administration, and the debate has never been louder. Some say the stock market proves everything is working perfectly fine. Others point to rising prices and say the real economy tells a completely different story. Today, we are cutting through the political noise to examine real economic data from 2026. We will look at what has actually improved, what has gotten worse, and what this means for your wallet. Before we dive in, I want to be clear about something important here. This is not a political endorsement in any direction whatsoever. We are simply analyzing publicly available economic data and expert opinions from multiple sources. Your personal financial situation depends on many factors beyond any single presidential administration. Now, let us get into the actual numbers and policies shaping the American economy right now. Let us start with what many consider the most visible economic indicator of all time. The stock market has seen significant movement since January 2025. And investors have had quite a ride. Major indices have experienced both dramatic rallies and sharp corrections throughout this first year of Trump's second term. The expectation of extended tax cuts has certainly boosted corporate earnings projections in several key sectors. Technology, energy, and manufacturing stocks have particularly benefited from anticipated deregulation in their respective industries. However, here is where it gets interesting for everyday investors and retirement savers across America. Market volatility has increased substantially compared to the relatively stable period we saw in late 2024. Trade policy announcements have triggered sudden swings that can wipe out weeks of gains overnight. For the average 401k holder, this roller coaster can feel extremely unsettling even when long-term trends appear positive. International investors from Europe, Australia, and India have adjusted their American portfolio allocations accordingly this year. Many have increased hedging strategies to protect against currency fluctuations tied to trade policy uncertainty. The dollar has shown strength against several major currencies, but that strength comes with complicated consequences. Now we need to talk about the elephant in the room that affects every single household. Inflation data in 2026 has become the most hotly debated economic topic across financial news networks everywhere. The Federal Reserve has been walking an incredibly delicate tightrope between supporting growth and controlling prices. Here is what the data actually shows us right now in practical terms. Consumer prices have risen in categories directly affected by tariff policies implemented over the past 12 months. Imported goods, electronics, and certain household products have seen noticeable price increases at major retailers. The universal tariff approach has achieved its goal of making foreign products more expensive for American consumers. The question that economists are fiercely debating is whether this actually benefits working families overall. Manufacturing job numbers in certain sectors have shown improvement, which supporters point to as evidence of success. Critics argue that the increased costs consumers pay for everyday items outweigh any job gains seen so far. For viewers watching from Europe, Australia, or India, these American tariffs have created ripple effects globally. Trade relationships have shifted, supply chains have reorganized, and international businesses have adapted their strategies accordingly. Some Australian exporters have found new opportunities, while others have struggled with reduced American market access. The state of the job market in 2026 paints a truly complex picture that needs serious consideration. Official unemployment numbers remain relatively low by historical standards, which the administration frequently highlights. However, the composition of the job market has shifted in ways that matter tremendously for workers. Immigration policy changes have significantly impacted several key industries that rely on immigrant labor historically. Agriculture, construction, hospitality, and healthcare have all reported labor shortages in various regions across the country. This reduced labor supply has pushed wages higher in some sectors, which sounds great initially. But here is the catch that affects your purchasing power and overall living standards today. When labor costs rise dramatically, businesses typically pass those costs directly onto consumers through higher prices. The wage price spiral is a real phenomenon that economists have studied extensively for decades now. Workers may earn more dollars, but if those dollars buy less, the real benefit becomes questionable. For skilled workers in technology, finance, and professional services, the picture looks considerably different. These sectors have continued growing, and compensation packages remain highly competitive in major metropolitan areas. The economic experience truly depends on your industry, location, and skill set in today's economy. We cannot have an honest conversation about economic policy without addressing the national deficit situation. Extended tax cuts combined with maintained or increased spending create mathematical challenges that cannot be ignored forever. The national debt has continued growing, and interest payments on that debt consume an increasingly large budget share. Some economists argue that growth will eventually generate enough tax revenue to balance things out. Others warn that we are approaching dangerous territory that could trigger a fiscal crisis down the road. The truth probably lies somewhere in between these two extreme positions being debated right now. What does this mean for you as an individual taxpayer and citizen of this country? Future generations will likely face difficult choices about either raising taxes or cutting programs eventually. Long-term funding issues for Social Security and Medicare are made more challenging by deficit spending. International bond markets are watching American fiscal policy very closely as we move through 2026. If confidence in American debt ever wavers significantly, interest rates could spike across the entire economy. Mortgages, car loans, business financing, and credit cards would all become more expensive almost immediately. Deregulation has been a central pillar of the economic strategy, with significant rollbacks across multiple sectors. The energy industry has seen some of the most dramatic regulatory changes affecting drilling, pipelines, and production. Financial services have also experienced eased restrictions on lending practices and capital requirements for banks. Supporters argue this unleashes economic potential that was previously strangled by unnecessary government bureaucracy and red tape. Business owners in affected industries have reported faster approval processes and reduced compliance costs overall. The stock prices of companies in deregulated sectors have generally reflected positive investor sentiment about future profits. However, environmental and consumer advocacy groups have raised concerns about potential long-term consequences of these changes. They argue that regulations existed for specific reasons related to public health, safety, and financial stability. The debate between economic growth and protective oversight remains fundamentally unresolved in American politics today. For investors evaluating opportunities in American markets from overseas, deregulation creates both opportunities and risks. Sectors benefiting from lighter oversight may outperform in the short term, but face uncertain regulatory futures. Political winds can shift, and what gets deregulated today might face stricter rules under a future administration. Perhaps no aspect of Trump 2.0 economic policy has generated more international attention than trade relations. The United States has fundamentally repositioned itself in global trade networks over the past year. Trading partners have responded with their own measures, creating a complicated web of tariffs, restrictions, and negotiations. China trade tensions have remained elevated, with both countries maintaining protective barriers on key product categories. European allies have expressed frustration while simultaneously negotiating new bilateral agreements where possible. The goal of reducing trade deficits has shown mixed results depending on which metrics you examine closely. American manufacturers in protected industries have benefited from reduced foreign competition in domestic markets. However, American exporters in agriculture and other sectors have faced retaliatory barriers in foreign markets. The net effect on overall American prosperity depends heavily on which economist you ask today. For viewers in India, the trade environment with America has evolved significantly over this period. Technology services and pharmaceutical trade have seen particular attention in bilateral discussions between the two nations. Understanding these dynamics matters if you are doing business with or investing in American companies. Let us bring this back to what actually matters for regular people living their daily lives. Your personal economy is what truly impacts your quality of life and financial security going forward. National statistics matter, but your individual situation is shaped by local factors and personal circumstances. Housing costs remain a major challenge for Americans across most major metropolitan areas in 2026. Interest rates set by the Federal Reserve affect mortgage affordability and have remained elevated compared to pre-pandemic levels. Whether you are buying, renting, or refinancing, These rates directly impact your housing budget every single month. Healthcare costs continue their long-term upward trend regardless of which party controls Washington at any given time. Prescription drug prices, insurance premiums, and out-of-pocket expenses affect family budgets across all income levels. These structural challenges existed before this administration and will likely continue afterward as well. Retirement planning has become increasingly complex as market volatility and inflation both factor into long-term projections. Financial advisors recommend diversification and maintaining appropriate asset allocations based on your personal timeline and goals. Do not let short-term political developments derail your long-term financial planning strategy under any circumstances. What should you actually do with all this information about the current economic landscape? First, stay informed by following multiple sources rather than relying on any single perspective or outlet. Economic reality is complicated, and simplistic narratives from either political direction rarely capture the full picture. Second, focus on what you can actually control in your own financial life right now. Build emergency savings, reduce high-interest debt, and invest consistently for your future regardless of political headlines. These fundamental principles work under any administration and any economic conditions over the long term. Third, remain adaptable in your career and business planning as economic conditions continue evolving this year. Industries favored by current policies may face headwinds if political winds shift in future election cycles. Diversifying your skills and income sources provides resilience against policy-driven economic changes down the road. If you found this analysis helpful for understanding the current economic landscape, that means a lot. Here at Finance Fathom, we work hard to bring you balanced, data-driven financial content every single week. Hit that subscribe button if you want more content like this delivered directly to your feed. Drop a comment below sharing your perspective on how the economy has affected you personally this year. And if you know someone who could benefit from this information, please share this video with them. The American economy in 2026 is a mixed picture with genuine positives and legitimate concerns coexisting simultaneously. Reasonable people can look at the same data and reach different conclusions based on their priorities and values. What matters most is that you make informed decisions about your own finances based on accurate information. Thank you for watching this entire breakdown of Trump 2.0 economic policies and their real-world effects. Stay smart with your money, stay curious about how the economy works, and stay tuned for more.